So I'm Nicole, I am 21, I'm a nurse and I live with the disability of epilepsy. I don't know, energetic, happy, and I don't know. I'm a big movie person. I'm always at the movies, maybe about once a week, so that's something I absolutely love doing. I used to play netball, used to love that 9 years, and I used to love cheerleading. I still watch all the competitions and everything on the internet, love it. So growing up, my childhood was really good, my family was really good. I lived with my mum, my dad and my sister. Our family was really close and we were all very supportive. Mum would always encourage us to do everything that we wanted to do, and we just got along really well. It was really good. When I was first diagnosed with epilepsy, we had no idea why I started having seizures. My mum was my rock during the whole thing. In 2010, February 2010, I had my very first seizure at a friend's house. I just started spinning around in circles. I fell and hit my head on a shower screen and was on the floor having a seizure. I do not remember anything of it, but that's when it all started, all this drama and everything. So many hospital visits, so many scans, and it really changed me up. And with all the different medication, there's so many different side effects along with them. My first medication I was on, I used to have to get blood tests and my levels went toxic. I was off school for months on end because I couldn't concentrate. Everything went in one ear and out the other. There was no point in me being there. I was so dizzy. So every time I just changed my medication, there was more side effects. But everyone was really supportive of me, my friends, my family. I didn't really care who knew about my epilepsy because, well, that's just part of who I am. And I was still having seizures. I had till 2014, so 4 years of ongoing seizures. They just kept getting worse and worse as they went on. My biggest fear was to have a seizure in front of my friends, and when that first happened, I was a mess. And so were my friends, because I didn't want to scare them, but yeah, that was probably one of the hardest things I had to go through, was knowing that I've had a seizure in front of people I knew, and it's something hard to deal with. So it's very hard, and being with school, it's been hard not knowing if I could drop and have a seizure or not. Couldn't focus half the time at school, so it was hard, but my friends, my family and even the school was really supportive. I'm a bit of a people person, so I found it really easy to make friends. A lot of the people at school I already knew from doing other programs, or they were people I went to primary school with. It was so exciting going to a different school with a whole bunch of new people and just getting that more of an aspect of growing up, that next stage. So I do personally think high school had a very positive effect on me, because I love to learn. I'm always learning something new every single day, even now. And with all the support networks and everything else I've learned life lessons and everything else that school teaches you. So that has really had a positive impact on my life. I do feel as though I am a lot happier now I'm out of school, because I have more freedom as to do what I want. And I've moved on to a career that I absolutely love. Some days at high school I didn't want a bar of it. I didn't care, I just wanted to leave, but now I'm so happy with my life, everything's going great. So with me being an epileptic, as far as I'm aware, I was the only person in our school that had epilepsy. If I wasn't, it wasn't well known. So our school was really accommodating, and they always made sure that I was okay, that I was making sure I was getting my work done and everything, and if I needed support, they would be there for me. If I couldn't sit a test because I wasn't well, or if I had time off school, they would always make sure I had that time to keep up. But yeah, they were pretty accommodating to both myself with a disability and other disabilities within the school. So people from the age of 15 onwards, they're always wanting and thinking about leaving school and what the future holds. For myself, I didn't really know what was going to happen. All I knew was I was having seizures. Were they ever going to stop? That was my main issue. That's what I would always think about. When I left school, would they stop? When I get to year 12 and the HSC coming up, would they stop? So it's interesting as to what in my mind was going on. But my first doctor told me not to do things. So I knew from the start I wanted to finish year 12. I had that plan, had it all planned out, that's what I was going to do. I did not have a clue as to what I was going to do when I finished school, but you don't need to know. The HSC isn't as important as everyone makes it out to be. I stressed so much about the HSC. Oh my goodness, I was a wreck, and I had seizures leading up towards the exams, and I just gave up. I still received an ATAR, which wasn't the best. So I didn't apply to uni, and obviously I didn't go to uni, but I finally decided as what I wanted to be, and that I wanted to be a nurse. So I worked my way around not having to go to uni, and there's always a different way to do it. If you want to do something, you can make your way around it. So leaving high school, my biggest achievement would be me becoming a nurse, especially because when I stepped out of high school, I had no idea. So when I was in hospital many times over the years, I found that some nurses were absolutely amazing, and then others were absolutely terrible, and they shouldn't be nurses. As bad as that is, that's just how they seemed. So Mum did suggest that maybe I become a nurse, and I thought, you know what, that's going to be it. That's what I want to do with my life. So I decided to look into courses that I could do, and now I am working. I've been working as a nurse for 2 years, an aged care nurse. I absolutely love my job, and I can't stress enough as how much I love it. It's one of the most proud things that I've done in my life, so I'm extremely grateful that I can do that as my career. Is anyone ever really done growing up? Me personally, I still act like a child. I'm actually scared of growing up, but I don't think anyone's really a proper adult. However, I see people that are older than myself, like in their like their 30s, 40s and above. I see them as proper adults, but they were also born in a different generation to us as well. But I guess I've always really seen them as adults. So I thought my mum was an adult, and yeah, I don't know if I'll ever be like that, even when I'm 30, 40, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. So anyone that's still in high school living with any form of disability, whether it's epilepsy or just anything else, there is always support around you, whether it's from your peers or from the school. There's always a support network somewhere, and just don't give up. There's always another way. It's completely your choice as to what you want to do, but just don't stress. Take it easy. It'll be a bumpy ride, but you'll get through it. The most beautiful thing about myself that I think is probably my personality and the way I am when it comes to meeting people. I'm definitely a people person. I love meeting new people. But yeah, I guess that's the most beautiful thing about me as a person. Maybe my smile. So I'm Nicole. I am someone who lives with epilepsy, and at this current point in time, I'm doing the best I've ever been.